Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. So, Apple earnings. I was looking for an expected move. The expected move was about $4.65, either up or down. So I was definitely looking for something that was going to be in the expected move, potentially flat to slightly down. And this stock is just taking off. So at this point, it's up about 1 3/4 of the expected move, which typically means that we're going to continue and keep going higher tomorrow. Okay, so overall, that is good for tech. We can see the NASDAQ here staying back up above its 8 EMA here. Had a nice little post-Apple rally, and we want to see how things set up for tomorrow. Now, the question of whether or not this is going to cause a resurgence in tech or just catch up in Apple, because we've already seen Amazon make new highs, we've seen Microsoft make new highs, and Apple's been a laggard. So at this point, if we do open up, 159-ish up in here, we'll open up at a new high, and it'll kind of be caught up to the rest of the tech stocks, right? And so then the question is, like Microsoft, when it was going into earnings, it was already near new highs, and then earnings pushed it in even higher. So Apple, on the other hand, has been kind of lagging. Well, the question is, in terms of the overall NASDAQ, you've got a couple of interesting things here with Amazon. Amazon on the vert is a little, we had a squeeze, it's run out of momentum. It could break down. Doesn't mean maybe this thing is going to rocket higher as well. And a couple of the big names like that and Google's another one where it's like, all right, this isn't the most bullish setup here, and is this stock going to roll over? And if so, what does that mean for the NASDAQ? So my big thing that I'm going to be looking for tomorrow is, yes, Apple, a well-deserved pop. It had a great quarter, and how much of this is just Apple? And keep in mind that Apple makes up a sizable portion of the Dow, of the S&P 500, of the NASDAQ, and so it's going to help all the indexes. But is the focus going to be on Apple, or is it going to be a resurgence in tech in general? And I don't know the answer to that. I've been surprised that a lot of tech has been a little ho-hum after earnings, and so that's the biggest thing I'm going to be looking for tomorrow in the tech space. And from there, it's financials. Financials are doing solid, and a lot of this has to do with bonds. Bonds here have been. We'll get to the. Essentially, they were surging for a while, and they've been kind of trickling lower. And what I'm looking for here is, if the bond market continues to fall, that's going to obviously increase the longer-term rates. You're going to get more potential profits in the banks, and that's going to be good for them. So that's what I'm looking for there. All right. So tomorrow should not be dull. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you at the next update.